Alright, 11.8 is called modeling data with polynomials. And the example that we are doing is we're finding the equation for the polynomials. And we have our x and y's right here. So remember, to find the degree, you simply take 19 and you subtract it from your 3. And I didn't do these. So guys, tell me the row. 16, 32, 48, 64. So you literally are just taking this number, subtracting it. What's my next row? Alright, all 16s. So you can see that this was my first degree of subtraction. This would be a second degree. If these all were the same, then it would have been first degree. But since all of these are the same, it's a second degree polynomial. Alright, anybody have questions about that part? Alright, if it is a second degree polynomial, hopefully you all agree that means that it's ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to y. We don't know what a, b, or c is. Those are some constant, but we know that it's going to have x squared, and then we have an x, and then that equals y. Anybody not know how I got that part? Alright, now we did this in other chapters, and this is review, but we are going to go through it. We are going to be solving the system, and we are going to be able to solve the system by matrices or by linear combination, depending upon what you want to do. I personally, if you have a graphing calculator, would do matrices. If you don't, then you're going to have to do linear combination. Alright, so first of all, how many variables are we going to be looking for? Because we don't know what A is, we don't know what B is, and we don't know what C is. So how many variables do we have? 3. So what you need to do is you need to have 3 sentences or 3 equations so that we can solve for each of those variables. So what you do is you simply take a number. So I'm not going to take my, actually I probably could take that. I wonder if I could. I can use that. Huh, you could. Huh. Anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my number and I'm gonna take 2 and I'm gonna put it in for my x's, and I'm gonna take my 19 and put it in for my y and get a sentence. So that means a times 2 squared plus b times 2 plus c is equal to what? 19. Now I want you to take 4 and 51 and give me a sentence. So Jacob, what's your sentence?
It's going to be a times 4 squared plus b times 4 plus c equals 51.
Very good. Now we need, how many sentences did I say we need? 3, because we're looking for A, B, and C. We have 2, so that means we have to take one more number. So we're going to take our 6 and our 99. Alright, Alex, what do we got? Okay, so when I took my 2, do you see how I got x squared? Because it was a 2 degree. So I'm taking my 2 and putting it in for my x's. So instead of x, now I'm putting a 2 squared, and I'm leaving my a because that's what I have to solve for. I'm putting in my 2 for here, and then that equaled 19, so I put my y in for here. Then we took this another point, so we took 4 with 51. So 4 squared, and then this was just x, so it's 4, and then it equaled 51. So what's my next one?
A,
Yep.
6 squared
Very good. So you have your 6 squared A plus your B6 plus C is equal to 99. Questions about how I got those 3 sentences? Let's clean them up. So we have 2 squared gives me 4A plus 2B plus C is equal to 19. Rebecca, what's my next line? 16A, 4B plus C equals 51. Very good. Tracy, what's my next line? 36A, yep. Plus 6B plus C equals 99. Alright. Now, if you have a graphing calculator and you understood this, the rest is a piece of cake. Graphing calculators, what you have to do is you have to put it into a matrix. Do you remember remember that your coefficient, your first coefficient goes with your first spot. So it's 4, 2, 1, and before you put them into your graphing calculators, I really want you to write them in your notes so that you have it for later. So you have 4, 2, 1. Next line would be, which 16, 4, 1, 36, 6, 1. What goes up here? Inverses, right? And remember, you multiply that by the answer. So it was 19, 51, 99. And remember, this is going to solve for A, B, and C. That's what we are solving for, that equals. So I want you guys to throw that into your graphing calculators and solve for A, B, and C. Alright. Everyone get an answer? What did you guys get? 2, 4, and 3, right? And remember, it's not really, I'm going to have to move it up a little. And remember that that is A, B, and C. So the last thing you have to do is literally just put it back into your thing. So you have y equals, remember it was ax squared plus bx plus my c. So you're literally putting it, for your a was 2, so you're going to have y is equal to 2x squared plus 4x plus 3. Alright. If you have a graphing calculator and you're going to use matrices, if you want, you can continue on. I'm going to do linear combinations, but I will tell you that it is a process, it's a chore. But I am going to do linear combinations because some people do not have the graphing calculators, and some people might just choose to do the linear combination. But it's up to you on if you want to, that's it of notes. So if you, unless you're going to do linear combination. So let's do linear combination. Yep. Besides the packet? No. That would be silly. No. The packet is your homework. Yep. 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 Alright. So if you do not have a graphing calculator, this is how you have to do it. So you have the system is 4a plus 2b plus c is equal to 19. 16a plus 4b plus c was 51. And 36a plus 6b plus c is equal to 99. Just so you guys know, those that are doing this, all I'm doing is I'm taking, whoops, not that one. Yeah, this one. I am taking this system and I just rewrote it. How you got it. Alright? So, is it it's not negative 51. This is just equals 51. Alright. So, what you have to do is you have to take two of them and then you have to get rid of C's. So we're going to take one, we're going to take those two and we're going to get rid of C's. So my first step is I'm going to write this one on top because it's a bigger one. So I have 16a plus 4b plus c is equal to 51. And 4a plus 2b plus c is equal to 19. Linear combination says that I can multiply by a certain number to get rid of my variables. So what can I multiply the top or bottom by to get rid of C? What would it be? What can I multiply the top or bottom by to get rid of C? Do you know what I could multiply this by? No? You don't know? What, C plus what would give me 0? Negative C, right? So you would multiply by a negative number. So I'm going to multiply this by negative 1. So when I multiply it by negative 1, what happens? It just simply changes the signs, right? So this is negative, that's negative now, that's negative, and this is negative. You see that, Nick? Oh, okay, I thought you looked confused. Huh? Oh, but multiplying by a negative 1 would be, everything would just change the signs. So then you have to add down with linear combination. It says add down, so my C's are gone. So I have 16a minus 4a gives me 12a. 2b minus 2b is 2b, and is equal to 51 minus 19 gives me a 32. Remember, you have two variables, so we need two things to use, so we're going to have to take and multiply. We're going to have to take this one. We always have to take the next one, so that my second step will be this one, and you can take either one, but because this is the, it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to take this one for my so now my second time through is 36a plus 6b plus c is equal to 99, and the top one is 4a plus 2b plus c is equal to 19. So Nick, what would I have to multiply the bottom by to get rid of my c's? Negative 1, so I'm just going to negative 1, so I'm just changing all my signs. Adding down, 36 minus 4 gives me 32a. 6, here we have 4b, c's are gone, is equal to 80. Now we have to take these two to get rid of A or B. Right? So I'm going to number it 3, so when you guys are looking at your notes later, we'll number it 3. So 3 is 12A plus 2B is equal to 32, and 32A plus 4B is equal to 80. What can I multiply the top by to get rid of my B's? Negative 2. So I'm going to multiply this by a negative 2. Negative 2 times my 12 gives me a negative 24. A. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4b is equal to negative 2 times 32 is a negative 64. And we're going to bring down my 30. We can just use this right here. I'll just bring it down. 32a plus 4b is equal to 80 because we're bringing this down. Your b's will cancel out now. So we have 32 minus 24 is 8a is equal to 80 minus 64 is 16. Divide that by 8. A is equal to 2. A is equal to 2. Now I have to find out what B is. Up here it says that 32 times A, which is 2, plus 4B is equal to 80. (34) times 2 is 64, plus 4B is equal to 80. Then what am I going to do? Subtract 64. 4b is equal to 16. Divide by 4. So b is 4. And now the last one is we have to find out what c is. Well, it says that 4a, so 4 times 2, plus 2 times b, which is 4, plus c is equal to 19. So we have 8 plus 8 is 16, plus c is 19. So 16 plus what is 19? So it's 3. So, oh, that can't, went off the paper. So 8 and 8 was 16. So you had 16 plus what gives you 19? That's 3. So your final step will be y equals a, which is 2x squared, plus 4x plus 3. And that is what we got when we use matrices. So if you don't have a graphing calculator, this is how you have to do the problems. The nice thing is there's only one of them on your test. Hopefully most of you have a graphing calculator. But the wild thing is, when I was in high school, we didn't have graphing calculators. So every single problem we did, we had to do it this way, because we didn't have the technology you guys had. So, anyways, any questions? All right. Yes. Oh.